Cancer, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your December 2018 reading. I'm using the Mythic Tarot again this month. I'm doing a past, present, future reading, and I'm complementing the reading with the playing cards. So, I wanted to mention that today is the last day of the full moon. The full moon is the time when we let go of stuff, all that stuff, that negative stuff we're hanging on to. This is the time to let go of it. The new moon in December is when we are welcoming all the good stuff. It's the time to bring all that good energy and welcome the new and the good back in. Also, it's Thanksgiving weekend in the States, and happy Thanksgiving to any of those that are celebrating. And that is also a time to be grateful, for everything that we have and the people, that we have around us. And the last thing I want to say is that next year is the year of the boar. It's a 3 next year. And the year of the boar ties in with the Chinese horoscope, and their new year is in February, around the 10th or the 12th, something like that. And the year of the boar is a much happier year. You just feel happier, basically, in general. You're not necessarily any richer, and you don't need it to feel that happiness that you feel in your spirit. You'll be socializing more, perhaps entertaining more. It just says, don't spend beyond your means. Don't spend more than you have. Don't get into too much credit debt, sort of thing. Also, it being a 3 is you're going to start to see things finally slowly progress. Start to develop finally. This year has been a 2, and it's a planning year where your ideas and what you'd like to do, but you're not really seeing any progress, whereas the 3 is where the wheel starts to turn. You're going to start to see some progress. Not the end, not the goal, but some. It's going to start to move forward finally, and you're going to feel like you're getting somewhere finally. So, what are the messages for Cancer, December 2018? Cancer, December 2018. Okay, what are the messages for Cancer? I want to say thanks for all your comments, and you're just lovely people out there, and your support, and I love hearing where you're from, and I want to thank you for trusting me with your stories. I feel very honored. Thank you very much. And I try to tell my stories sometimes too, so I'm a very open person. I'd rather you hear it from me than from someone else. I think it's ready. They're ready. All right. Here we go. All right. Your first card in your past. Ooh, nice. The Knight of Wands. This could be a person. This could be your energy, Cancer. Anyway, it is fast-moving energy. It's one. I think it's the fastest in the tarot. Knights are they're after a goal. They have a vision. They have something in their sights. And this guy is taking off full gallop, perhaps even going to fly there. He's so determined. And so the Knights always achieve their goal. They always achieve what they're going after, no matter how long it takes them. They're very determined. It's very determined energy. So this could be you in the past, Cancer. You're very determined, or someone else was. It also, in the Mythic Tarot and in Greek mythology, this card refers to Jason and the Argonauts after the Golden Fleece. And Jason, he's accomplished it. He got the Golden Fleece and he returned it to the king. And now he's been given Pegasus, the flying horse. He has golden armor and he's been knighted. So now he's after a new adventure, you know, and he, with confidence too. Knights are confident. So this guy, and I might say that in the reading, like when you look at the layout, he's heading back. He's heading back to claim his prize. Like, you know, I consider this way forward and he's going this way. So there's something he still wants there. That's how I see it. The Fool. So, you know, starting something new. Didn't I just say that? He has a new goal, a new adventure. He's after something new, and he knows what it is, and he has it in mind, and determination. Now, the Fool also represents any of us doing something new. You know, the learning curve, learning a new job, moving to a new place, starting a new school. It could be a new relationship, too. But the Fool is us because we don't know anything about that when we started. It's new. We don't know it, so we're learning. But he is not paying attention to where he's going. He's not watching his footing. So this reminds me of the Chariot card a little bit, you know, sort of skipping away, looking up at the sky, like, I'm going somewhere. You need to pay attention to where you're going. This is a bit not reckless, but you know, and look at the bird. Even the bird is holding himself back because he can see that the land ends. This is the last land. He's holding back. He can see ahead. The Fool's not really looking where he's going. Anyway, you get it. So it's about paying attention where you're going on this new journey. The Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is kind of about the last barrier in completing the task before the 10. It's the last challenge. You got to get around this breakwater, this ship. This is Jason and the Argonauts again. So this could be some sort of a work, career, creative, something you're trying to manifest in your life. And so there is this barrier here, this breakwater, and you're in all these turbulent waters, and you want to be over there. You want to get home. You want to claim your reward. You want to finish the task, the journey, whatever it is. And you got to figure out how to get by this. There is a way because everyone else got there, you know. This is home. So you got to figure out your last challenge before you complete your task, your journey. I wish I could think of the word I'm looking for the Fool. And it's not reckless. It's kind of just, you know, someone going merrily on their way. It reminds me of someone drunk. You know, they're not watching their footing. They're kind of, wow, I love everything. And he's really eager to get going on this, and he's not paying attention to what the barriers might be. This shows the breakwater, but you know, he's going to walk right off here, and it's going to be over before it begins. So, and I think there's something about the challenge that's new to you. You're not used to being challenged in this way. This is a new challenge. This is a new way you have to deal with something, get around something, or face it. You know, it's something you need to face, this challenge. You know, I want you to look at how these cards are laid out because... Okay, wait, it goes like this. It goes like this. Okay. So this guy's going this way. This guy's going this way. And so to me it sounds like a lot of determination to get going and complete this goal, but not looking ahead at what the challenge is, this challenge that you have to face. Not having problems trying to figure it out. It's something new for you to have to deal with. You know, you're not used to facing something like this. I get the idea it's facing something, you know. Your first card in your present is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is a man. He's a mature man, probably over 35 or 40. Could be you, Cancer, or it could be someone around you. Could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And it could be male or female. So the King of Pentacles is one who wants to be established. He wants to feel secure. And he needs more than just a place to do that. He needs his stuff around, you know. Earth signs like their stuff, their gadgets and their, you know, their vehicles, and they're really into their stuff. Not that they're materialistic. They just, you know, like their stuff. But anyway, besides the point. This guy is a slow mover. He goes after his goals. He thinks about it a lot before he moves. He's hesitant to what he will invest in, and he gives it a lot of thought. He's holding this pentacle and, you know, thinking. Also, there's the goat here. He has the goat, which is very Capricorn, on his throne as well. And the goat is kind of about determination. You know, I said that this guy was determined, and this guy is determined. He's way slower than this guy. This guy's got the energy, the youthful energy of a 35-year-old. But this guy has the mind of a man now, of a mature man. You know, like let's think about this first and research it and think about all the ways we could go out. You know, that's where you're using your mind. You're not just going foolhardy into something. That's the word I was looking for. Foolhardy. And being the King of Pentacles is not. It's he's stable, and he and like that goat, not just determined, but the goat can climb the side of a cliff, you know, and they just find the right footing and they find a way to do it. They're very determined. And that is a really hard task for, you know, a goat. But they do it. Like I said, they're very determined, and they always reach their goal. These King of Pentacles, they're determined. They keep trying until they do it. They figure out a way. That's very much like the goat. Also, they like to grow things, like, you know, because there's a lot of growth on this home. They like their home. They like a lot of growth in their home. They might have a lot of children around, you know, people around them that I get a warm feeling. You know, a warm feeling? Anyway, the Two of Swords. This is the core of your reading, the center of your reading. There is a triangle situation going on here. And a triangle situation, I like to describe it of when my son was young. And he would have two friends over. So there'd be three of them. And I found that two of them, it wasn't always the same two, you know, the dynamics changed. But two of them would agree on everything and you know, kind of push the other one out. He was the odd man out, you know. And so they'd pick on them, they'd laugh on them, they'd leave them out of the game and all that. There was always someone crying in the corner. So I tried not to let him have 2 over. You had to have 3 over, or you had to have 1 over, you know. But this is a triangle situation. Someone feels left out or caught in the middle. It looks like there's 2 people that in this mix that actually aren't communicating with each other, or they're not communicating with him. He doesn't want to hear it. They could be passing messages through this person. Will you tell him that I said this? Or they're wanting you to pick sides. Like they're wanting you to pick, you know, who's right, and that's really hard. You could have to make a decision between 2 people. You know, maybe they won't accept you taking the middle road. Anyway, it's really feeling caught in the middle and not knowing how to get out of this situation, sort of thing. Not feeling, and somehow it's because you went foolhardy into this. Foolhardy into this. You know, you weren't really paying attention to what you were getting involved in, and now you're in a pickle, kind of a thing, okay? I'm not saying that in a lecture way, I'm just saying it. So, you're not liking this at all. One of the people could be the earth sign, male or female, that's involved in this triangle situation. And they don't budge. They don't budge. Not that easy. They don't give up. This is a great card. The 8 of Wands. So this is fast communication. It's all, you could be moving, actually. You could be moving in the next 8 weeks or sooner. This also says, so fast communication, like a message comes in really quickly, or there's, and it's positive, like things, it's also change. 8s are change. Things are changing. Things are on the move. The dolphins are the sign of the communication. All of these sails and the, you know, it's funny, the ship's on the move, but the fires are lit. The wind doesn't put out those fires. More determination. You know, this is determined to get it right, kind of. You know, you're determined to get it right. You're focused. You know where you're going. Like that ship is, you know, moving forward. I want to look at, you know, the ship is kind of a, it looks like a goose. It's some sort of a bird. Anyway. So there's, the wind is pushing this along. The wind is also communication, you know, and this is communication here too. So, you know, and it's coming back. Let me see how it's going. Okay, so this message is going out. So, you know, there might, this might come to an end. You might move right out of this situation. You're like, no, I don't want to be in the middle. I don't want to be in this triangle. This isn't working for me. So I'm out of here. And you're moving ahead. I get the feeling this is a moving card, moving out of this situation. It could be where you're living too. There's a bunch of drama where you're living, maybe. This could be family members fighting, you know, brother and sister, mother and father. But I get the feeling it's moving. This is where you're living. It's not. I think you're looking for something more like this, more stable, more secure. It's where you want to be now, you know, I think. the first card in your future is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the generosity card. You might be asked to be generous or be the recipient of someone else's generosity. And, you know, this woman is saying, I need help. I can't survive on just this. Again, oh, she has a little cow. You know, she's just got this little steer. And so that's a sign of nourishment. But this isn't necessarily financial generosity either. You just need someone's help in some way, or they need yours. And it's a karma building thing. You know, we build our own karma. You may not get that generosity back from that person. You may never get it, but it may come from somewhere else for you, you know. So this is you're being called, or you're being the recipient of someone's generosity. Now, it's kind of funny because you got it right under the King of Pentacles, and he's sitting there just loaded with money, you know. He's got a pile at his feet, he's got this nice house, he's got a goat, they're either his kids or his employees in the background there, you know. But anyway, he's got everything around him, and so kind of looks like him too. You know, she's coming to him and saying, can you help me? And he's trying to decide if she's a good risk to, you know, for him to help, because, you know, you could have just gotten out of this situation and you're like, I'm a little more leery about getting involved in these situations, because I kind of foolhardily walked into, you know, the situation before, and I just don't know if I want to get caught up in that. So that's why you're kind of scratching your chin saying, well, you know, I don't know. You could be the person asking for someone to help you, you know, and it's a hard spot to be in. Sometimes it's hard for us to ask for help. You feel shame in some way asking for it. But I imagine you've helped many times. And it's okay to ask for it back sometimes when you need it. People ask you when they needed it. So I know it's a hard position to be in if it's you, Cancer, that's asking for it. I know it's hard to ask for. It's very humbling to do it. The next card is the Five of Diamonds. I bet you when I start complimenting with these playing cards, the Five of Diamonds will come out, I bet you. Anyway, it's the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is about the battle with material reality. There's so much we want to do, but we only have enough money and energy and resources to do so much. And here is Jason. He's fighting the dragon, a dragon. And to try and get that golden fleece there out of his talons. And he's got to come up with new ways of trying to, you know, do this. Like, he's got to think differently, you know. It's a dragon. It's dangerous. He has a helper here. And she's got two more wands. She's got two more resources for him to use if this doesn't work, kind of thing. So it's about you having to think outside the box. How are you going to accomplish what you want with what you got, okay? And you may have more resources than you think. You know, you're thinking on a surface level, well, geez, I only got this. If you think harder, you have more than you think, okay? So it is, I like to pull these like little combinations together. So here is possible resources, you know, and not just financially too. Could be financially, but this guy got here somehow, you know. He didn't just fall into a wishing well full of money. So he's got other resources besides financial that might be able to help you with what you're trying to create here. You're trying to create something. Okay, this could be a new business, you know. It could be, it could be some sort of a training to get you into a better position somehow. But you're trying to create something here. You have, this is your fifth wand. No, fourth wand. You've gotten somewhere. So you're trying to make something happen here. I can see it. Oh, excuse me. I keep burping. Nice. Temperance. So this could be Sagittarius. But the temperance is about balance in your life. Creating a balance between your mind and your heart, your emotions, and also it's alchemy too. Like she's much like the magician. She's trying to create balance here, you know, by mixing these two. You know, the golden, what did I like to say? There's the golden wish or the silver lining, right? And so she's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot in the land. You know, the balance between water and earth. But like I said, she represents Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius has that balance. They're healers, but they are manifestors. They make things happen. They create, very creative, and by using a balance of things, they create, okay, in relationships, in all kinds of circumstances, but mostly healing. You know, she's got a rainbow around her. The land is fertile. The water's flowing. Sometimes I gotta put on my glasses to see what these things are. Also, her gown is like layers and layers and layers of purity. You know, it's about behaving properly, behaving correctly, okay? And that's what purity is, you know, doing things from the heart, with the best intentions, trying to create something with the best intentions. Anyway, so, you know, this also, too, is about investing. Will I invest? It's not just generosity. Do I want to invest in this person? Okay? And, you know, determined to work on this endeavor. You know, it may not be the way you've worked on things before, like I said. But there's somehow there is a balance to be created. And you know, you see how she's behind him there supporting him, and while he's trying to face these challenges, he has her support now. And here again, there's another couple. And now she's looking for his support. So sometimes he's the strong one, sometimes she's the strong one. Like the support, the delegation of support can change, you know. And so again, it's balance, creating balance in the end, you know, being there for each other. For different reasons, at different times, for different things. dying to clarify this because, you know, in the core of it, there's this triangle situation. This is a relationship. Like I said, it could be family, it could be at work. But you're feeling caught in the middle, or someone's feeling left out. And it's not getting solved. Like, it can't remain like that. And one person has to leave the situation, or it's like for anything to happen, there's got to be change here. You know, that's the thing, is that's what this is saying. For anything to happen good, there's got to be change. And I think someone's moving, to tell you the truth. I think someone's moving. It might have been a challenge to live there. It looks like drama. Drama to me. Anyway, so let's clarify. I think we should clarify that Two of Swords, since it seems to be the center of your reading, and really the biggest problem. It's the biggest problem. You know, you got a challenge going. You had a challenge in your past getting by some sort of a barrier. Because I think you're looking for home, a home. To tell you the truth. I think you're looking for a home, and you're going to find it. You're going to get there. Oh, look at that. These ones wanted to come out. Oh, got a couple here. Okay. So, you got the Five of Hearts, the King of Spades, the Two of Clubs, the Queen of Spades, the Eight of Hearts, the Nine of Clubs, and the Jack of Clubs. And this is on your Two of Swords. This is about this triangle situation. So, so this is friendship right here, okay? And it looks like there's a friendship going on between these two people. They're meeting. They're meeting. But I'm getting the idea that they're not a couple, actually. Because these are both the scorned lovers, you know. He's been jilted and she's been jilted. And they're meeting. The thing is this two is between them. Like, if they were, actually together, I would see the two before them or after them. And it's in between them. This is a business meeting. You could be meeting, you could have met some people, it could be a couple, but it's building a friendship with this couple and having a business meeting with them. I don't think this is a business meeting. I think this is a little more than that. A little more than that. This person has dark eyes, this woman. The man probably has dark eyes. Sometimes the man, that King of Spades, is thought of as the lawyer. A lawyer or someone who deals with the truth. He really likes to deal with the truth. But I don't know. There's something about this meeting that doesn't feel right to me. I know it's a friendship. I can see it's a friendship here. It's like business and pleasure. It's kind of like business and pleasure to me. And then these three is like, this is at the job site again, and about a friendship. A friendship It's like work and pleasure. Maybe you're going to start a business with a friend. You know, this is a friendship, and you're going to have a meeting about um, uh, uh, talking about developing something, a job site, starting up a business. And this is friendly. It could be very cooperative, you know. It could really work with these two particular cards too, this Five of Hearts and the Eight of Hearts. They're both friendly talking. This one's flirting. This is flirty. It could get flirty at work. And this one is friendship. And because friendship suggests a certain amount of trust too. But I don't know if you noticed, but there's two people in this. There's a third on the end. There's a third on the end, and it's like they're somewhere else than these two, to me. But anyway, it should really be these two working together. And look at these cards. Like if they're these swords, these are swords. See that? This king and this, they're like swords. So this guy and girl are holding the swords, and this younger fella's in the middle. Here's the younger fella here in the mix. This could be around work. This could be mixing business and pleasure. There could be possibilities to develop a business together, or something going on at the job site. There could be some flirting or something. But it's not saying love. It's saying something developing here. Growing. Growing. I need more clarity. That's just, it's, or he's going to meet with her. He may not have the feelings that she does. She may feel more than he does. He thinks of it as a friend. She thinks of it as flirting, like as attraction, chemistry. Potential. Okay. I would like to clarify. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Where are you going? Where are you moving? Where are you moving? Where is Cancer moving? What is this Eight of Wands for Cancer? December 2018. What is this Eight of Wands? Tell me, tell me, tell me truth. Tell me. What is this for the Eight of Wands here? That movement, Cancer, December 2018. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, geez, you got a lot of ladies. There's lots of women in your life, Cancer, whether you're male or female. Could be a lot of girlfriends. But you got the Queen of Clubs, the Seven of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, the Four of Spades, and the Four of Hearts. So, okay. So I think that you want to move towards this Queen of Clubs. Or it could, you know, I say it could be male or female when it's with the tarot, but when it's with these playing cards, it's usually how it's represented. You want to move towards this Queen of Clubs, which is a brown or hazel-eyed woman. And there's tears of joy here. But also it's about, there could be two women here, or there's tears of joy. it could be your heart's desire, okay, moving towards your heart's desire. There's been some sort of indecision, or she may have indecision about this, because this is undecided, doubtful, torn apart, unsure. And then this Four of Hearts is getting together, gathering. This is kind of like the Four of Cups, you know, where you're creating some sort of, you're beginning your creation, your tower, or not your tower, your stability, your foundation. You're starting to build something together, you know. And sort of this woman could be, I don't like to use the word soulmate, is your natural fit. This person is your natural fit. And there's tears and tears of joy. But there's some sort of doubt, you know. There's still some sort of doubt lingering about creating something stable, something loving. And, you know, the fours are about stability. You know, the four legs on a table. And supportive, too. And talking about support, like we were doing that, saying sometimes one would have to be the supportive one, sometimes the other one. And this is about taking turns, too, in that support, you know. So that's interesting that you're wanting to move toward that queen. The last thing I'm going to get clarity on is maybe I think it should be on this Five of Wands, to tell you the truth. You know, the Five of Wands is a bit of a challenge, material reality, what you're wanting to do with what you got, and trying to create some sort of balance with that, eh? It's give and take, you know. This reminds me a lot of give and take. This is give and this is take. Give and take. And this is balance. Give and take. You know, I think it has to be more about give and take for you in the future, or for in your relationships, and more balanced give and take. Okay, so let's. Oops, I switched them around by accident. All right, let's see what this Five of Wands is for Cancer, December 2018. What is this Five of Wands? This material challenge. It's an obstacle. So, this is a three-party thing. A heartbreak. 2 against 1. Okay? So, you know, it's funny because in the card, it's these 2 against 1. He isn't a big dragon, you know, but it's still 2 minds against 1. So, you know, this is the challenge. This is the challenge. This third party, this triangle, has to stop. It has to stop, because that's not balance. She doesn't have 3 cups. She has 2. 2 cups. Okay, not 3. So that triangle has to end. That has to come to an end. Something has to be given up there, you know. There needs to be a sacrifice if you want to create balance, if you want that give and take, right? You can't take and take. Someone's going to lose out in a 3-party triangle situation. There's always going to be an odd man out, right? I'm going to just pull another card on that Three of Spades. This is Three of Spades, Five of Wands for Cancer, December 2018. How do we get around that triangle? You know? Sometimes it just has to, you just got to cut the cord. Sometimes you just, that's the card right there. Six of Spades. So this is steps backwards. So that's the thing, is that this is going to, you know, this is not progressing ahead. This is progressing backwards. And that's where this triangle will take you, is backwards, backpedaling. Not going forward, going back. So it's kind of letting you know that that's important, right? That's really important. If you want success, you gotta cut that out, or they have to cut it out. You know, maybe this isn't even you doing this. Maybe this is being done to you. But it's, you know, there's a big message of give and take here. I think that's your challenge. You know, where your challenges are, where your barriers that break water, where it's home, it's welcoming, it's calm and peaceful. Because right now you're in this. You're in this. And all this turbulent water, okay? You're in this and all this turbulent water. And you want to be over here. You want to be there with the Temperance, you know? You want that balance. This is what you're trying to create, but I think you're trying to do it nicely, and sometimes you just can't, you know? Sometimes you just can't. Or sometimes people just don't want to let go. You know, you don't, and you just literally have to cut that cord. Because no one's getting any peace. You know, no one's getting any peace. Everybody's upset and turbulent and drama and stuff, you know. I think you want to move out of that. You want to move right out of that. I thought that was it right there, yeah. Oh, the Eight of Clubs. So there's job talk on here. So something about this triangle, something about the third party is, I think, could be trying to create a problem for you at work, or talking about your capabilities, your performance perhaps. It's negative job talk is what it is. It's backpedaling. It's could be leaving a job. You could be leaving a job because you're not feeling treated right, perhaps, because this is not feeling treated right. And then this is feel like you're getting nowhere, you know, around work or talking about work. You could feel like you're talking in circles, you know, going in circles. And sometimes that's what this is. Going in circles until you figure out the way to get to outsmart, outwit this dragon and get that golden fleece. He knows you want it, right? He knows you want that. Also here, it's another mental challenge for you. You know, this core of your reading is a mental challenge. See him holding his head? This is too hard on my head. I don't want to do this, you know. But you're standing there. No one's holding you there. And not necessarily that that's you. But it's a mental challenge, and this is a mental challenge. How am I going to get over there to the peaceful life I want? It's so turbulent where I am right now. I don't like it. I want to move out of here. I want to get out of here, and I want to get to this. So I'm also going to call attention to this. So in this line, this last line of the last card in your past, present, and future, go like this. So this is where you are, and then you want to move on out of there. These turbulent waters are taking you somewhere. You want to ride on out of there. You're trying to communicate, trying to find a way out, perhaps. Maybe you're going to try and communicate with someone and trying to find a way out because you're trying to make it here, to create balance in your life. You're trying to make it there. That beautiful, you know, peaceful, calm waters, and enjoy your life more. You know, that's what I see. Anyway, you're trying to create peace in your life, peace and balance, and you're on your way there. But this, the challenge is there's something that you need to outwit, a cord you got to cut somewhere along the way. It's a relationship. It's a relationship. So you may have cut a cord already, perhaps, you know, and perhaps with this person, you know, the earth sign, or the yeah, you know, I'm not really sure. So I hope this resonates with you, Cancer. It's actually a good reading because it says that you're trying to create this balance. You're making moves. You're making progress. You're networking, communicating on how you can create this balance and this peace in your life. Or win a Sagittarius heart, perhaps. You know, maybe that's where you want to be. But anyway, it's mostly a good reading. You just have this triangle, three-party situation. It's not working for you, so you got to figure out how to get out of that, how to remove yourself from that situation. And once you do, I think you're on your way. When you move yourself out of that situation, you're on your way, okay, to creating that peace and balance in your life. What you really want, you know, it's what you really want. So, Cancer, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoy your December. And I love hearing where you're from and all your comments. Thank you so much, and for all your support and everything. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.